counterweight, raise a bridge like that in 2 minutes time. They still operate spring and fall for sailboat season. Now looking to our left beyond the yellow crane, we have a new wave of architecture coming out of Chicago right now from a young woman named Jeannie Gang, her company Studio Gang. The Cranes are about to build her next building, the one to be special in a city that was already special for skyscrapers. So they said, hey, let's be the tallest marble-clad structure in the world. They raided a quarry once used by Michelangelo. They depleted it. They took 43,000 very thin panels of marble. They cut Carolina granite, and that has stood the test of time. Chicago. The name of the river comes from the Native American Chautauqua, or place of stinking onions. 1673, Father Marquette, a passionate priest, Louis Joliet, an excited explorer, arrived here exploring for France. They look at the river and say, too much mud, let's go home. Until the river guide, a 10-year-old Native American boy, shows them a shortcut that from the end of the south branch of the Chicago River, you could portage your canoe to the southern flowing Des Plaines River, which flows into the Illinois River, and that flows into Big Muddy, the Mississippi. Meaning Chicago would become the critical link in a war. But 1 million people in those early days being known as the hog butcher to the world with our famed. And all that pollution went into the lake. 12% of Chicago died of typhoid and cholera epidemics. So to stop the river from polluting our drinking source, Lake Michigan, in 1900 they dig a second canal, but they got smart. They called in the Army Corps of Engineers. Thunder on the modernists, the modern movement coming out of the Bauhaus. The modernists were all about structure. If I put decoration on my building, modernists would scream at me, that's bourgeois. Decoration on my building, I literally would be kicked out of the modernist club. Pretty much right there in 1779.
Where did you get
building
that?
on our right with Spire is the new second tallest building in Chicago, Trump International Hotel and Tower. Adrian Smith, architect for Skidmore, Owings and Merrill. Now the Trump building is 92 stories, 1,125 feet. I can name 3 Chicago buildings taller, and yet they're legitimate habitats. And the Council on Tall Buildings looked at it this way. Aspire is an organic element of design because it came out of the mind of the architect. It shows inspired by a 15th century Italian monastery in 1926, the Sposa de Pavia, built here for the diamond trade. AMA Plaza 1979, because it is Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, the father of modernism's final American commission. Who has heard Mies's famous expression, less is more? Less is more. Modernism is definitely a minimalist approach, because think about it. If you've done away with the decoration, what's left? Pretty much skeleton, skin, space. Skeleton is your frame of your building. Space is the place. But space is usually a square, unless you're the real modernist. Bertrand Goldberg, coming up on the right, never did like squares. Hence the curvilinear design of his green and steady towers, earning their mid-60s nickname, the Corncob Tower. Everything you want is right at home.
Yep.
Go inside. They have 4 restaurants, a bowling alley. Would love to live downtown.